Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's Tech in 2 presented by Live Oak Fiber. Thank you for joining me this week as I've got a couple cool stories, and of course they're coming from two of the most popular people that have featured on this channel, and that is OpenAI and Apple. So without further ado, let's jump into that Apple news. As you all know, Apple loves making headlines with just about everything they do. If you recall, a few weeks ago I talked about how Apple announced their iPhone 16s and all the new features that are going to be included in the new phone. And of course, they can't go a few weeks without having another set of headlines. So this week, they've claimed to be a week of announcements, which is rumored to be all about their line of laptops and their new chipsets. So some cool news for people that love the Apple line of MacBooks and things like that. You've got some upgrades coming to you. In the rumor mill online, a lot of these upgrades are going to have to do with the chipset, like I'd mentioned, and it's going to be everything about going from the M3 chip to the M4 chip. So if you're someone that likes to keep up to date with all the newest tech from Apple, this is going to be exciting for you. But generally speaking, this is just a normal upgrade to see performance improvements on all their line of products. So in terms of some substantial upgrades, it's not going to be too insane, but it's still a welcome inclusion into their line of products to make sure that everything is running as best as it possibly can. On top of some of the refreshes for the MacBook lines, you're going to see refreshes to the Mac Mini, as well as an update to iOS 18 to iOS 18.1. So Apple's been busy, and we can move on to OpenAI now. If you recall, a few weeks ago, I also talked about OpenAI and how they just closed their most recent round of funding, raising just a little bit of money, like $6.6 billion. And maybe perhaps to celebrate that, they are announcing, or it is rumored that they're going to announce and launch their Orion project by December. If you're not really aware what Orion is, it is just their new iteration of their large language model, which is supposed to be 100 times more powerful than its predecessors. What is slightly surprising about this launch of Orion, or its suspected launch, is that ChatGPT and OpenAI recently launched ChatGPT 4.0 and the O1 model using the Strawberry model for their large language model. How many times can I say model in a matter of seconds? So it's probably 4. If you're excited to get your hands on the Orion model from OpenAI, you might need to wait just a little bit. Sam Altman announced that the project is more than likely going to be released to its customers and the companies that it works closely with so they can start developing features and products with it, and then more than likely it'll be available to the wider public. Sam Altman has announced that his goal over time is to combine all of their large language models into one artificial general intelligence model so that it can be used by the wider public. Now, what that entirely means, I'm not 100% sure, and I'm sure that we're probably years from that actually happening, but this is a huge step in that direction. But that is all I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the news about Apple and OpenAI, be sure to like the video as well as drop your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Tech in 2. My name is Garrett, and I will see you next week.